That's to pay homage to all the people that had the COVID-19, the doctors, nurses, paramedics, first responders, family members, grocery store workers, truck drivers, everybody, east and west, up and down, north and south, whatever. We're all innocent people. We're all innocent. This program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. Hopefully I'll do that today. Life is just getting more and more stranger, you know. It's getting really bizarre. I think mental illness is starting to run rapid. Drug abuse, unemployment. Hey, bro, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm sorry I missed you. Yes, it is, Joe. How are you doing? So what's been going on? Anything? But yesterday was Veterans Day, and I wanted to tell a story. I didn't say it yesterday, but this is a story. I used to own a trailer up on Overlook Trailer Court, and it was called B9. That's section B9, kind of like bingo, B9. But the guy next to me, he was an older guy. He was like in his 70s or whatever. Yep, getting worse by the week, Joe. And I don't know what people are going to do. The drug abuse, the mental illness, the unemployment, the physical abuse, you know, it's just getting rapid, man. It's nuts. Wow, I don't even need LSD anymore. You're hallucinating already, Sandra? Oh, that's good, Joe. You need some time off. Be wrong with me not to cook it on the chat. No, I want you to eat. I want you to be yourself. You know, if you're in here, do whatever you want. I don't have a problem with it. Like I was saying, okay, Thanksgiving's coming up pretty soon. That's going to be the next holiday. And if it wasn't for the Native Americans, you know, I don't think we would have survived the winter, because I think the Pilgrims were starving and freezing and stuff like that. And the Native Americans went over and had the very first Thanksgiving, brought them corn and turkey and fed them, made sure they survived the winter, you know. But this story here is about the Native Americans too. It's all around like a bad trip. Hello again. Yes, it is. It's like a bad trip. But anyway, I used to own this trailer up on the Overlook Trailer Court. B9, that was the name of my trailer. B9, like bingo card. His was either B8 or B10, I can't remember. But he's an older gentleman. Yeah, no matter what, you can't win. And he was in the Marines during World War II, stationed down in San Diego. He was an instructor. And I asked him what he did. He said he ran the communications. He trained people on the radios in World War II and stuff like that. And he trained the wind talkers, people off the Navajo Nation and stuff like that. That went to, really, they helped save the war. Basically, it was for Russia, beat the Germans, and we beat the Japanese. But being on the ground, the Navajo people helped us out a lot, because the Germans and the Japanese, they couldn't figure out the code, you know, and they were just talking their native tongue. And he was the one that trained those people, the Navajo people, to run the radios. And he was telling me about the wind talkers before the movie even came out. And I guess it was, yeah, no problem, Shane. Hopefully you're doing good. But he was telling me about the wind talkers, because I never heard anything about it, you know, ever. And that movie came out, and he knew what he was talking about. Good. Glad to hear it, Shane. But the Native Americans helped us out quite a bit. You know, they helped out the Pilgrims. They helped us out in World War II. And yeah, I was really lucky, Sandra, you know. Hey, Tam, what's up? I don't know. Not too much. What's up with you, Kevin? But yeah, I've met a lot of older people that I thought was crazy, and really they were spot right on. Every one of them. Um, yeah, this guy though, he was old. He was kind of like frail, and it's hard to believe that he was a vet. He was a vet, and they didn't take care of him. He lived in an old trailer. It was better than mine, but trailers aren't very nice anyway. And he'd buy a cold pack of beer every 2 weeks. He would only drink like one beer a night. When I was watching the news at between 5 and 6, he'd have his supper ready and drink a beer. But his health was going down. Him and his brother grew up here in the same town that I live in, Burley, Idaho. And he told me that his brother was the mayor of this town at one time. And I can't remember his name. But it's hard to believe that he died, an old frail guy. And he was a Marine down in San Diego teaching the Navajos how to run the radio. And he was telling me about that even before the movie came out. And I thought it was full of shit. This is a crazy old dude, man. But he was on. It's like in the 80s, one old guy told me, he just said, in my generation, he said, before I die, TVs are going to be so small that you're going to be able to hang them on the wall like a picture, and they're going to be watching you as you're watching it. The TVs are going to be watching you as you're watching it. And that crazy old fucker, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But he was right too. But I just had to say that about the vet. I didn't say it yesterday. I totally spaced it out. Yeah, it's cold here too. It snowed yesterday, but this morning it was cold, down in the 20s. Everything was frozen over. Yeah, it's just the starting. That's crazy. COVID-19 still going strong. Yep, it's crazy, man. If it isn't your TV, it's your smartphone. They can listen to whatever you say all the time, 24/7, and they're recording it. It goes down to the NSA down in Salt Lake. They have a place down there, keeps track of everything, the phones, whatever you say, the video, blah blah blah, and they know it all. Ever since 1995, they have everything recorded. See, that's why when what's her name, uh, Hillary Clinton, she got rid of her emails. There's no way you can't get rid of your emails. The NSA already has it. Yep. Up on my old lady. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good. NXJX, what are you doing? Yeah, and we don't treat the vets very good. Why does 22 of them commit suicide every day? There's not that many out there, and how could they commit suicide? But that's like that old dude. They weren't taking care of him very well. Winter in Hawaii? What the hell they have winter in Hawaii, man? What is it? It's 67 degrees. No, I was there in November, and I liked it. That's when I went, was in November. Yes, that's the best surfing time on the North Shore. I guess I don't know. I don't surf, but when I was there, it was pretty nice. A little bit breezy, but what the heck? And election bullshit still going on. Sad, sad, sad. Yeah, what's sad is there's drug abuse everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's drug abuse, and you can't stop that. You can't stop it. And I don't know what to do. You know, Luckily for me, I lived through it. It doesn't impress me anymore. I can't drink alcohol, that much. Beer anyway. I can't drink beer at all. But some people they live for that, and they'll do anything for a drink, or heroin, or marijuana, stuff like that. There you go. That's all you need, Shane. Shane, do you work or not? I don't know if I ever asked you that. Oh, you work from home? Cool. There you go. You're not a prostitute, are you, Shane? Oh, okay. Well, I got another war story about that. You said you've been to Laughlin, Nevada? Okay. You said you bullhead in Laughlin or something like that. My lieutenant, he wasn't my lieutenant, but he was a lieutenant in the guards. I have a lot of respect for this guy. See, I've shot Top Gun. I shot Top Gun once as a loader, once as a gunner, and it took like 15 years to do it. Okay, this guy's name was Lieutenant Laughlin. His great grandfather started Laughlin, Nevada. That's how Laughlin got his name. Was his great grandfather. But anyway, he shot Top Gun twice in a row. You know, you're back to back with two different crews, and he's a pretty good guy. I like him. That's another vet story. But his last name's Laughlin. I've never been to Laughlin, Nevada. But that's good. You're living off your last cell. You know, that's what people need to do is invest in land, invest in a house. Because if not, they're going to be homeless. It's going to get cold and mental illness, and it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly, people. And the politicians should already taken care of all that stuff. But like San Francisco, that's where a lot of the politicians are. That's in the White House. Look at their state, city, and then look at their state, and now they're going to do it to the country. It's nuts. And we could put a stop to that if we wanted to. Honestly, we could. But there's places like Slab City. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. But they take them out water and sometimes food, I guess, out in the middle of a desert. You've heard of Slab City? But really, the homeless people here, there's no place to go if you're homeless in Burley. To me, the churches need to take them in, but they don't. Oh, yeah, there's a vice doctor already. Yeah. But if you're a true church, I think you'd let the homeless in. People that need to come in, take a nap, get cleaned up, use the restroom or whatever. But the churches don't even do that. You know, we got quite a few churches in the local area. They may hand out food, you know, and that's about it. And the Mormons, they have, what's it called? I can't think of the name of it. It's called the DI. I know that. It's Deseret Industries. But they have people come in there and work. It's a secondhand store. They get local jobs like that. But really, the churches need to open up. All the churches open them up, because if not, what do? They sit there for a whole week and they don't even use them. They just use them on Sunday and then shut them up. That's crazy. Some of the buildings in the big cities, they have big buildings that not being used, but there's homeless people. And what's even sadder than that is like Silicon Valley, Apple and Facebook and all that shit. When the employees go in there, they have a big old buffet. They can have whatever they want. And then there's people out on the street starving. They wish they had a cheese sandwich or something, you know. That's how life is getting. It's just nuts. Beatrice is not going to be homeless. She's going to come stay with me. You know, let's see, I'll still try to become a true believer in polygamy. There you go. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. If everybody agrees with it, I don't have a problem with polygamy. Honestly, I don't. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this. It's called polyandry. I don't know if you ever heard of polyandry. It's like polygamy. Okay, polygamy means a man can have more than one wife. And polyandry means a woman could have more than one husband. Joseph Smith did that. See, now it's bigamy or whatever. for both of them or whatever. 100 wives with 200 daughters. There you go. And what's strange about polyandry, Joseph Smith can marry whoever he wanted, the women or whatever. But the women had their husband, plus they had to marry Joseph Smith. Can you believe that shit? He made his own rules and people fell for it. But polygamy, I have nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. As long as everybody agrees with it, why not? Why not? That company called My Two Dads. And let's see. Like the Kardashians or whatever, they have the Kardashians. Now they're going to change the name to My Two Moms. Kim Kardashian has a real mom and Bruce Jenner as the other mom. That means, I don't know what the hell her name is. Kylie Jenner? I don't know what the mom's name is. Does that mean that she's a lesbian? That she's having sex with Bruce Jenner? Times are getting strange, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But you never know. What might have to happen is polygamy. People won't have a place to go. Call me Kate. So you're born and raised in California, Shane? Born and raised? That one girl had the hots for you, Lily. She got me on Facebook, but I don't know what she looks like. Yeah. Times have changed, in California. I forgot what city you lived in. I've been all over California too many times. I've never been to San Francisco. What city do you live in? What town? But they should go to California every year. Every year. I've been to Fort Irwin too. That sucks. Been there. Been there, done that. Yeah, I don't remember where Porterville is. I forgot. No, I've never been there. Porterville. It doesn't sound familiar to me. Yeah, I've never been to San Francisco or the capital. What the hell is the capital? Shit, I forgot the name of the capital. Never been there. But been all along the coastline, all the way down to San Diego. But yeah, California, it's changing. It's changing for the worst, and people are leaving it right and left. Let's see, what else is going on? COVID-19 is still going strong. I don't know how many people die. I went to Laguna Beach at 15 with my. Yeah, okay, Shane. I had a girlfriend and fiance who went to St. Mary's. Yeah, your mom. Well, that's the guy, NXJX. I know why he wasn't here yesterday. See, last time he was on here, I told him to go masturbate to his family album. Now, lately, he's been looking up genealogy. We're going back in time. And I think he's from Minnesota. Minneapolis, I think. Same as Jason. But Jason did call me on my birthday. I talked to Jason. I seen him. Jason's okay. He can come back here if he wants. I don't have a problem with it. But I don't know when is Jason single? Yeah, he's for you, man. You two guys hit it off pretty well. No, you didn't miss nothing. We're waiting for you, Joe. It's a party, man. So, Joe, have you worked at the same job for the last 15 years? Have you been a counselor for 15 years? because I was going to be a counselor at one time. That's what I wanted to be, really. But after a while, I just, hey, Kenny, what's going on, Kenny? Big K. Oh, I tried to hook up Jason with that other guy, JX, on the phone with Guzman. I was earlier. Yeah, just before I came on here, I was on the phone with her. I asked her if she wanted to come on this, and she said no. And I was almost late, but nobody was here anyway. Kenny, did you watch that movie, Saving Grace? Got stuff in my mouth. It has been it's been a counselor for 12 years and worked at a gas station for the last 8. Okay, you're from Oregon, correct? Is that where you're from, Joe? You got 2 jobs? See, I've always worked 2 jobs forever. Didn't get me anywhere. But you're from Oregon? She's in a mental institution. I just talked to her about 2 minutes before I came on here. Thumbs up. Dark Flame. But see, that's what's crazy about Oregon. I think Oregon's the only state. Let's see. Kitty. I forgot, Tim. But it's downloaded. Watch it tonight. Okay, cool, Kenny. I don't care. Okay. Tell your truth. Being a counselor kind of stinks. Yeah. A lot of them, they don't. I know people that are counselors that use. I honestly do. I couldn't do that. I could not be a hypocrite. And I know people that work in juvenile hall. I shouldn't say this, but they're kind of like the leaders at one time, and they use. And it kind of pisses me off. I'm not going to say anything. Probably lose their job now. Hey, Kitty. Hi, Tony. Tony. Dark Flame, 64. So has anybody ever watched The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia? Has anybody watched that one yet? I live in Spokane, Washington now. I was born in Sacramento. That's the place I was thinking of, Sacramento. I've never been there. Thinking, what the hell's the capital of California? Hey, Jason, there's Jason. These 2 right here, your mom has. Jason, you need to hook up with that guy. NXJX. You guys will make a good couple. Somehow get his phone number. Let's see. That Exxon, okay. A gas manager? Holy shit, a gas manager, man. What do you do with all that fucking money, Joe? But you're in Spokane, let's see, Jason. Have you worked at a plastic company before? There's Ellen. Yo! Nope. But yeah, Spokane's not too bad of a town. I've been to Spokane and stuff like that. It's not too bad. Okay, the thing about Idaho, I don't know if there's going to be very much influx in Idaho. There might be. But what's sad is Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, all those guys legalize marijuana. And if you come to Idaho and you smoke weed, you're going to go to jail, Oh, she was doing good, Kenny. She was doing really good. Yeah, she's ready to come home. She says hopefully in a week. Supposedly tomorrow. She's going to see the counselor tomorrow. But she's been saying that every time I talk to her. But the thing, Joe, Idaho's still illegal for growing any kind of marijuana or whatever. Even CBD oil. People will go to jail, Yeah, it's bigger. It's bigger than tobacco by a long shot. It's bigger than tobacco. It'll help a lot of people. Are you guys dating now? Are you talking about Beatrice? How can we date? She's a long distance, I guess. I guess we're dating if she buys. No, we're not dating. She's in the mental institution. I'm in my thing. Let's see. Big tobacco payoff lobbyist to ensure that it stays legal. Illegal. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Tobacco companies, alcohol companies, and pharmaceutical companies. They don't want the competition. See, now they're going to start buying into the stuff. Yeah, I think so, Kenny. When she gets back, we're going to see how things work out or whatever. You know. With that whole dollar over minimum wage. I don't know. State of Idaho is a right to work state. Our wages are low. Yeah, they'll form mergers. Of course they will. You know. See, they like to tell me that also in those places, it's usually the same time amount in. That's what I'm thinking too, because she's done it all the time. 6 weeks in jail, 6 weeks in the mental institution. You know. Yeah, getting along a lot more of the homeless. Um, yeah, they need to find a way to fix that. Get the people out of the cities if they're not working or whatever. Take them out like on the edge of the desert, set their tents up and stuff like that. Have buses come in, take them into town if they want, and get them out of the cities because they move them out. And in the big cities, it's just ruining the city and stuff like that. That's everywhere. But they need to take them out and put them in the desert or something. Yeah, the COVID cases are going up big time. But really, I don't know anybody's got any COVID cases. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, they got. I know it's crazy, man. You bum! How fast Joe's doing counseling? Talk about a double edge by a pot. Yeah, see, we got a place called Jackpot, Nevada. They're going to start. See, Nevada legalized it. That's right there on the border, and uh, Ontario, Oregon. I think they're going to start having pot too. But what's weird, if you come into Idaho and you get pulled over for something stupid, it smells like marijuana, you're going to get arrested. You think you're going to get a ticket, but you're going to get more than a ticket. You're going to get a ticket, you're going to get arrested, and your vehicle is going to be impounded over one joint or less. Oh, you lost time one time in a psych ward? Yeah, Nevada used to be really anti-drug. It was felony no matter what. Felony. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. It's a little bit bizarre. Too bizarre for me. It's a good movie, but it's Thomas S. Hunter. That's who it is. It's supposed to be. My internet fucked up. Damn it, Shane. Hit the like button, people. No, it's up to you guys. If you like it, that's fine. Oh, I got 4 likes. Cool. My views have been going down. I must have pissed somebody off bad. Because like for a while I was getting like 110 views or whatever. Now I only get like 10 views, 110 views an hour. Are we playing match? Make it today? Of course we are, Anthony. No, I haven't got my YouTube money, but okay, between the 10th and the 14th, I guess they pay. Last time about 2 months ago, I got it on the 21st, but I should be getting it here. Texas Nazi also. Let's see. No, they've been viewpoints. Also shot about you. I don't know if they have or not. more likely my mouth gets me in trouble, so I don't give a shit no matter what. I get paid about $15 an hour as a gas station supervisor. Holy shit. That was too, Joe. What's your favorite food? Edible food? It all depends on what day it is, you know. I eat everything, man, no matter what. Twin Peaks I watched on TV a long, long ago. Bizarre. Yeah, when you become a counselor, you know, I've seen good and I've seen bad. Uh, One time I was late for a meeting, like my brother-in-law had a flat or something, his car broke down, and I had to help him out because he had to go to work. And I was 10 minutes late for the counseling meeting, and my counselor was pissed off, man. He all upset, and he charged me more. Plus, he charged me an extra day. I had to go for another extra day. The following week, he came from Twin Falls to Burley for the meetings or whatever, and it snowed, and he was like a half hour late. And since he was late, it didn't matter. But if I was late 10 minutes, he was fucking pissed off, you know, chewed my ass. And to me, I thought it was an emergency because my brother-in-law had to go to work, you know. Yeah, it's too uptight. Let's see. See, that's probably what how they got on opiates and shit like that was probably the doctors at first, and then they went to heroin, and now the doctors have to prescribe them something else to get off of it. But a lot of times, the opiates. Yep, yep. Me, I don't get very much from YouTube. When I first started this, the first 5 years, I was making a penny and a half a day on YouTube. So far, in 10 years, I've made about $740. I'm doing good now because some people donate and stuff like that. But I made $700 in 10 years. That's how much I made. Yeah, doctors are the reason for the opiate epidemic, you know. And this lady that I know, she OD'd on Oxycontin, I guess. I didn't know she was on it. But the people here in Caddo County, the doctor wouldn't give her any more or something like that. And she wanted to move to Salt Lake. And I guess when she got some, I guess she took too much. And I didn't even know she even died. But it was Oxycontin. And that's kind of sad. But the doctors are the reason why there's an opium epidemic. And there was one little town, I can't remember what state it was in, but they sold millions and millions and millions of pills in 1 year, you know. And finally the DEA went in there and shut them down. Yep. One day they'll just disappear. Well, the thing was, she was a good friend of mine. And I thought maybe she found a boyfriend or something. And I didn't know. I went past her house. I didn't see her car or whatever. 6 months later or something. And then I typed in her name in the computer and saw her obituary. That's how I found out. Well, the doctors lie too, you know. Oh, wow. That's crazy. For a year later. I just posted something on my Facebook today that was crazy. I didn't know about it. 1970, there's a big old well that went into the shore in Oregon, I guess it was. It was like 8-ton well or something like that. They couldn't pick it up and they didn't want to cut it up or whatever. So they took some dynamite and they figured they'd blow this well up and it'd get into little pieces and the seagulls would come and eat it, you know. And they put a half a ton of dynamite, I think they said it was. And they blew up this well. shit just flew everywhere, man. If you guys get a chance, go to look up Oregon blown up well or something. Fucking stupid people. It's hilarious, and it didn't work. But yeah, it's crazy that they don't find people for until a year later. You know, it's nuts. But what's coming up here in Idaho is that lady that killed her kids. Supposedly she killed her kids, and that's going to be a good one. They haven't charged her with murder yet. Her or her new husband. They haven't charged her with murder, not yet anyway. But hopefully they will. But that's some crazy shit. People are just getting nuts. I don't. Casey Anthony. I don't remember that. Remind me who it is. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. She was shot. Okay. Was in Florida when that whole thing was on the news. See, that happened in Idaho. Is that the one you're talking about? That lady that kills her kids? Killed her kid and went to Hawaii? Is that what you're talking about? See, there's like 4 or 5 deaths in that. Oh, I don't know. This may be something different. No, this was something different. That's in Florida, though, right? It's not in Idaho? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's a different case. I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that one. Yeah, Jodi Arias. Yeah, I remember that one. She was a little bit crazy, totally crazy. The one that I really remember is where Shane's at in Modesto. That Scott Peterson, I guess it was, killed his wife, and she was pregnant and stuff. That just blows me away how people can do that. But I don't know if Dee Dee's watching this. I think it's Dee Dee or Deanne, one of them. She goes, well, give me a thumbs up, Deanne, if that's you. If not, I'll give you a call after this. What's the one in Idaho? Okay, there were Mormons at one time. Then they changed religion, went into this occult. It's called End of Days Prophecy. And they killed her kids. They buried him at the father-in-law's house. The husband got killed. The ex-husband got killed. The ex-wife got killed. And her brother got killed. And then they moved to Hawaii. And then the Rexburg police went to Hawaii and brought her back here. Now they're in jail. But that was on 60 Minutes the other day, about 2 weeks ago. But it's the end of day prophecies. And those guys are crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah. Of course, everybody remembers the Sharon Tate murders. What's funny is watch the one called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Watch that one with Quentin Tarantino. He puts his own twist on that one on Sharon Tate murders. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's pretty good. I like Quentin Tarantino movies. I think that was his last one. Hopefully he'll do more, but somebody says that wasn't going to be it. Yeah, the BTK killer, he was a fucking idiot. You know, he could have got away with it, but he came back. But the thing about Sharon Tate or whatever her name is, BTK, the guy got caught. The Zodiac killer, never got caught. And really, there's probably serial killers today that's never been caught. You know, like say for instance, maybe a truck driver or something, pick up a prostitute, call them lot lizards in the truck stop area or whatever. Take her in the sleeper, cut her throat, put her underneath the bed, and take her to another state, just dump her. There's probably truck drivers that are serial killers, because you can get across 4 states in 24 hours easy. And nobody even know. But yeah, life is getting crazy, crazy. But the BTK killer, he could have got away with it, but he came back and tried it again one more time. And he wrote a note or something like that off the printer from a church. And every printer has its own mark. It's like a fingerprint. Yeah, I remember that. It was a BTK killer that pulled over by a cop and got let go with a body in the back. Yeah, I believe it. I think same thing with can't even think of his name, man. The guy that went to Florida. He was from Salt Lake and Washington State, probably. Everybody thought he was good looking. He came through this town, I'm pretty sure. But I think he had a body in his trunk too. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more serial killers. Honestly, I think that cop out of Minneapolis is a serial killer. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. But where Jason's at, Jason's in Minneapolis. I think the cop that killed George Floyd, I think he's a serial killer. To me, actually, the Zodiac killer, this is what I think. This is my personal opinion. That it was a kid. It was like a big kid on LSD back in the days. Everybody used to do fry. A lot of people on fry. And I think it was a kid like 17, 18, 19 years old. He has killed before. I think he has. Yeah, I've done LSD. I used to do it every week. I did it every weekend for 2 years. Every weekend, Friday. Yeah. To me, Jason, this is just this is just conspiracy theory shit, Jason. But I think the cop in Minneapolis, because I could tell when he got that guy down what he was going to do. I never watched that. I fucking knew in 30 seconds he was going to kill that guy, and I could tell he was in his zone. He's done it before. He's either killed prostitutes, homeless people, drug addicts, blacks. I'm pretty sure. And the bad thing about it is the Minneapolis police, they let him go, and when they let him go, he got rid of his evidence. He probably had a lot of souvenirs, but he's probably got a partner. It's either a friend or a coworker. I don't think it's a family member. That they probably did a lot of stuff together, some bad shit. Oh wow, yeah. I don't know what you'd want to take 6 for. What kind was it? How old are you, Ellen? How old are you? Water. Okay, 24. Because for some reason, even the LSD now is different than what it was. Like when I was doing LSD, it was purple microdot, purple barrel, orange barrel, red dragon, bladder acid. We had the red dragon, green dragon, Mr. Natural, and I think the acid's different than now. But it doesn't work 2 days in a row. You can't get high and the next day take some more shit. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. I don't know. See, the blotter nowadays, is that ecstasy? Is that what that is? The kind of acid they have? Because to me, like doing spice, that's like fucking doing angel dust. I think if you take a fucking couple of hits of spice, some good hits, it's just like angel dust for a while. Okay. See, what's strange is when I was growing up, LSD was $1 for purple microdot, and then it hit $2. $2 for a high that would last 24 hours or whatever. You'd be high for a long time for $2. And then they had this shit coming out called 4-way bladder. It's like a circle, split it in 4 ways. That was $10. And after that, we just quit taking it. But I took it every weekend for 2 years. It cost $20 for a tab of acid. And they're all blotter, or I don't even think they even make microdot anymore. I don't know. Yeah, blotter on paper. Okay, yeah. But microdot, it was like the half a size of a pen head. You know, like a BB. There's a half a size of that. And then they had some shit called barrel, orange barrel, green barrel, purple barrel. And it looks like those root beer barrels, but they're really freaking small. You know, if you dropped them in the carpet, it'd take you all day to find one. But it's hard to believe like a little piece of that would fuck you up that much, you know, fuck you up for that long a period. But I know people that took one of them and they'll fucking never do it again, you know. They were freaking out. But yeah, I don't know. Acid's kind of like meth in a way. Afterwards, it kind of makes you feel dirty. You know, you have that dirty feel to you. Oh, you're working at a haunted house? Oh, crazy, crazy. Yeah. And you're from Chicago? Is that where you're from, Ellen? Or where are you from? There's a lot of shit going down in Chicago. Let's see. Oh, Florida. Winter Haven, Florida. I don't know where that is. But you live in Chicago now? See, the thing about Florida, they're having all those hurricanes and stuff like that. And there's a lot of sinkholes in that state. People don't know. I was raised in South Carolina, lived in Chicago for 4 years after I turned 18. Currently living in Tennessee. Oh, Tennessee. Okay. Okay. Yep, Tennessee. Popcorn Sutton. Popcorn Sutton. I think he's from Tennessee. I think Jack Daniels is from Tennessee. That's what I drink. Maybe it's Kentucky bourbon. It's hard to say. But yeah, Chicago's nuts. I'll guarantee Tennessee, no matter what part of Tennessee, is better than Chicago. Fucking Chicago. I hated Chicago, man. I've been there too many times. There's a lot of meth in Tennessee. There's a lot of meth everywhere. It's because the price of meth is dumped, is bottomed out. That's why it's so everywhere, you know. Because if you watch that Vice, that's where Juan's from, Fresno. See, before the highest price of meth was like $10,000 a pound, and now it's down to $1,500. Oh, you only did it once? You did it for a night and never touched it again? Was that meth or LSD? See, what I hated about doing acid, sometimes it'd be uh, ecstasy is way better. It's also an amphetamine, but the high feels cleaner and more uplifting. Yeah. See, on acid, it's kind of weird because you can be in a house and every room has its own atmosphere, you know, its own personality, its own. It's kind of crazy. I've tried meth every day for fucking 100 years, Jason. Plus no paranoia. I only got paranoid one time on LSD. It was in the wintertime. And that was about it. I never really got paranoid. Most of my highs were pretty good, you know. But yeah, people need to stay away from that. They say it'll fry your brain. They'll say 20 years later, man, it's going to happen again. You'll have a relapse or whatever it is. It'll take over. And I think, wow, hopefully, put too much money into it. I need to get some sort of something back. Yeah, in a way. Yeah, you just get a little bit relaxed. That's why I hate being around a lot of people, because a lot of people get anxiety and shit like that. Flashbacks. There you go. Flashbacks. When was the last time we did math? What's today? 5 minutes ago? You ever seen that guy on meth, the documentary? He asked him, when was the last time you did meth? He goes, 15 minutes ago. Wow. 10,000 people? I could not handle that shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's not fun, I don't think. But some people do that. You know, they take some ass to go to a concert or whatever. I don't think I could handle that. I don't like being around that many people. Yeah. Yeah, like Kenny said, the flashbacks. 20 years later, you get a flashback. Did you ever use it with Beatrice? Yeah. The second day we met, we used. She's the one that got me started again. Have you ever tried mushrooms? Yeah. It's been a long time, but I have. Anthony Martinez. Yeah, that was kind of cool with all the Christmas tree lights. I've done that. I've been on acid and drove down the main street with the Christmas tree lights out. Yeah, but the thing is, you got to watch for the stoplights too and stuff like that, because you're looking at all these different lights, but you got to pay attention to the traffic lights too. It was great for art. Yeah, I remember one time I was on acid on a slick road coming home, and everybody was sliding off the road but me. I don't know why. I just became one with the car. I was in a Ranchero, and really Rancheros are pretty light, but everybody would be sliding off the road, and I was just going, going for it. And it's kind of different how you can recreate stuff and different things like that. But that's why people take Wayakasa or whatever the hell it's called. Can't pronounce that name. I've never done that. Yeah, pretty fun stuff, huh? I like your tea candles. Oh, what's his name too? Kenny, if you're still watching, go to my what's it called? Living Cheap. I got a Living Cheap series because you wanted to see my cats. I put up a video yesterday and I looked at it. You can't see my cat. It's dark. But go to Living Cheap and it says, "Hey, that cheap guy. I'm making soft cat food for my cats." You'll see my cats in that one. I like your tea candle lights. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff with that. Experiment and stuff. Tried to cook with it, show people how to cook and different things. Because one of these days we may need that. Yesterday, on my pizza video, yeah, it was one of my cats, but I thought it was too dark. I got 3 or 4 of them. They're gray. But I don't know if you saw the Living Cheap. I think it's called Living Cheap. Some of that's pretty funny. Some of it's stupid. Some of it's educational. But the one that I made soft cat food for my cats, I like the sour cream pizza. It was pretty good. It was halfway decent. I didn't think it would work, but it did. If you like sour cream, some people don't. Okay. Yeah, it's called Living Cheap. Just click on my name, Timothy Rector, and it's got me wiping your ass with one sheet of toilet paper and what's it called? No baked cookies and some crazy shit. But yeah, Kenny, tonight watch Saving Grace. It's gonna make you laugh. You'll have a good time. But I can't remember the Ferguson guy. His name's Ferguson, and he's a late night. He has a late night show, kind of like Johnny Carson in a way. But he's in that. I think he wrote it, directed it, produced it, starred in it. He did a good. Yeah, there you go, Craig. Yeah, is he Scotland? I think he is. Oh, you're rewatching The Simple Life? Oh, he's from Glasgow. Whoa. Oh, you'll fucking love the show anyway, man. Just because he's in it. So is he a writer? I don't know too much about him. You know, I just liked him in that show. I don't watch the late night shows. So is he a producer and a writer and stuff like that? Or do you know? You may have even seen him downtown. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, you like the tractor pull videos? Started as a comedian? Well, if he wrote that, Saving Grace, if he wrote that, he's pretty funny. You know, takes talent to do that. He's from Glasgow. Have you seen him in downtown? You knew who he was? He's in it too. Yeah, he's one of the main characters. Yeah, he's the main character. It's funny. It's funny, man. Tomorrow when I get on here, you'll be happy you watched it. I've got it on VHS. It's been out for a long time, 20 years or something, 10 years. I can't remember, but it's a good one to have. Cool. There we go. Bring your seagull in too, man. Open up the window, let the seagulls come in and watch it. But yeah, in Europe, the towns and stuff like that, they look a lot cleaner than what it does in the cities here. You know, in our towns, even our small towns look like ghettos or whatever. But you look at the towns in England or Scotland and stuff like that, even the small ones, they look pretty nice. Look clean and different things like that. But I've been to Germany. That's the only place I've been to. But Germany was pretty clean. It was a clean country. But us as human beings, we need to get our shit together and try to take care of the world somehow. It doesn't matter what country you're from or what color you are. Germans are fun to drink with. Yeah, I only partied with them one day. Most of them were good people, you know. But it was kind of stupid because it was the last day. We went to a reforger. The Army went over there or whatever. I was with them, with 3rd ACR out of Fort Bliss, Texas. And our last day there, we got a party. And everybody said, hey, this beer is so good, man. This beer is so good. I'm an alcoholic. You know, I already know I'm an alcoholic back then. And I know what good beer tastes like. It was only 3.2 beer. But if you've been sober for, 30 days or whatever it was, that beer tastes pretty good to them. But it wasn't German beer. Yeah, one night I'll give you some more Army stories. Yeah. I just got to think of some. Let's see. What was crazy is the guy that taught the Navajos how to use the phone. And that kind of blew me away when he told me that the radio or whatever, because the Germans and the Japanese could not ever decode the codes, and it was kept a secret for like 50 years before it came out, because just in case in Vietnam or Korean War or whatever, they might want to do it again. And I'm glad I met that guy. Yeah, I got gunner tank stories. Yeah, I was a gunner on the M1A1. But if you go to my Facebook, if you look down, it's called the Tinker's Bath. Go down in there, and everybody goes through it. You don't know when you're going to get it, but you're going to get it if you become a tanker. And there'll be like 10 guys, one guy from the back. That's what fucking happens. You're not expecting it. He'll come you, tackle you down to the ground, and next thing you know, this other guy's going to grab a handful of dirt and throw it in your face. And right then you lose your breath. You lose your breath because of the dirt in your face. And then 10 guys are just going to start kicking you down and throwing dirt in your face. And, it's your initiation. It only lasts like a couple minutes, but it feels like fucking hours and hours, because you're out of breath. But you never know when it's going to come. And it happens to everybody. But if you go to my Facebook and look down, you'll see what it looks like. Yeah, I hope Trump does too. I wish he was in for another 4 years. Sometimes I miss it, and sometimes I don't. Kenny, it's one of those things. They somehow they took the fun out of it. But I did have a lot of good times, a lot of good memories. Had a lot of bad memories. But that's why a lot of people go to the military. They do it for 4 years because it sucks. When they get there, it's not what they expect. I'm going over an hour. But anyway, stay straight, stay strong. God bless. Take care. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Jason. Jason. Dark Flame, wherever the hell he's at. Who else is on here? Jason. And Joe. Thank you, Joe. Sandra. Have a good day, Sandra. Stay straight. Dark Flame. Oh, System of the Down City. I haven't talked to him very much. NXJX. I think him and Jason the same person. Shane. He wants to be a stud, man. I think that's about it. Okay, stay straight, stay strong. God bless. Take care. See you guys tomorrow. And be safe. Don't get COVID. Have a nice day.